As you can see guys, on the 25th I made a deposit of 150, and on the 27th I made a withdrawal of 600. So now let's see what happens with the account. Welcome guys, we're back again. Remember on last week Sunday I posted a video on all the trades that I will be focusing on for the last week. So now I want us to do a trade review to see how those trades played around. So let's go. Our first page was GBP CAT. Remember guys, on GBP CAT I was expecting a retest and my entry was gonna be around here. I was expecting a retest there and I was gonna go up, but it didn't happen at the time that I was expecting it. Actually, it came a little bit later. It came here. And when market was here, that's when I took an entry. So I was waiting for market at least to push, because it was pushing. I was waiting for it to push even further, but it went down. So we can say again, we are still valid for another entries. We can still make another entries here guys. With what I see, we are still in a correction, so we can make another entry here, because we can see we have an expanding channel. And we from support, and from support we can see where this a very impulsive move and engulfing candle, like a 1 hour candle engulfing the previous candle, and we are still in a correction, so we are still valid to take those trades going up. So with GBP CAT we are still valid to take the trades guys. We can still enter and take those trades going up guys. We can still take the entries here. Maybe our first take profit will be here, because I can see it's more like a inverse head and shoulder. It's more like an inverse head and shoulder guys. We can see where there a right shoulder here. This was our right shoulder here, and this is the head, and now we're in a this was the left shoulder, and now we're in the right shoulder. It's still playing inside, so we can still take an entry to target at least this level, but overall I'm still expecting it to go up. So let's go on a second pair, which was GBP CHF. On GBP CHF guys, let's see what happened. Remember, we're also looking for buying opportunities. For me, this was one of those good trades. You know, when you take a trade that you planned and it plays out correctly, this was one of those trades guys. So let's see how it went out. Let's see how it did play out guys. On GBP CHF, I took my entry down here guys. Let me go on 1 hour. I took my entry down here when I saw a double bottom. I took an entry and it went good, and it came back to stop me out. Like, I protected some profit at this level here. I protected profit here, so it came and stopped me out, but then I didn't come back to check it again. But I can see guys, it hasn't reached my overall target, whereby I'm pushing for it to come here, because it's a swing trade, so it's still playing. So even on next week, I'll keep an eye on it to see if it will get to here, if it will get to my overall target guys. So let's see. Okay, we can see if it comes back again to this level. We can see, let me just do this guys. It's still pushing down. Maybe it will come back to this level. Okay, it's at this level, so we might still get an entry. From here. Because now we have this small resistance zone. So if we can break here, or maybe if we can go down here, then I will take an entry from here going up. If it breaks here and retest, I will take another entry. So GBPCHF, I'm still looking to take an entry. I'm still looking to take an entry on GBPCHF. Euro AUD. This is one good trade, guys. Wow, it played out, guys. You know, it's a nice thing, like when you analyze and the trade plays out correct, and you also take those trades. Remember, guys, I was also looking for selling opportunities here. I was looking for selling opportunities. Remember on the last video I made, it was in this. Remember, let me go on a bigger time frame. It broke out of this channel and we're in a correction. So I said a breakout of the correction and a retest. Then we're going for an entry. Remember, I told you that on 1 hour, the time last week, it was around here. It was around this level here. So I said the retest is coming. So the time it got here, I took my first entry. And it did push to the downside. And when it got here, I took a second and third entry, but then it did go up and I took another entry again. Then it started going down. Then I closed a first entry. Then when it pushed down, I closed another entry here. And you know, after you closed, okay, I think I closed around 6 o'clock, because normally when Asian section start, I close all my trade, or I reduce number of trade to avoid manipulation. So I closed. I was UAUD I did close, and the following day, guys, the following day it moved from where I closed to where it is now. It moved, guys. It moved a lot, and it completed the setup. Guys. It moved and completed the setup. Okay, we still have another last take profit, because now, as you can see, it's still retesting. So it might push to our last take profit, because you can see it was retesting here. It was retesting at this level. So it might push to our last take profit, guys. NZDCHF. Okay, remember on the analysis that we had, the price was still around here. So it did break out and gave a retest. That's when I took my entries here. I took my entries there, guys, and check where price is at now. And I did close at the first take profit here. The reason I closed small is because I closed early. Is because the account that I was trading with, it was a small account. I'll show you guys. I was trading with a small account. Okay, I remember again when it was here, I missed this one. I was looking at market when it was here. I missed this one, guys. You know, some of the trade you're gonna miss a lot of trades, guys. You're gonna miss a lot good trades, and sometimes you will take bad trade and miss good trade. That what always happening, guys. Yeah, this one I did miss when it was retesting here. Another one, USD CAT. Remember on USD CAT we had a head and shoulder, guys. Remember we had a head and shoulder, and I said from inside that head and shoulder we had another head and shoulder. So I took an entry here at the retest of this neckline of a smaller head and shoulder inside the bigger head and shoulder, and I closed here at first take profit. And remember on our analysis, I said if it break this yellow zone of a neckline on a bigger time frame and retest, I was waiting for it to come to this level to break this zone, and I'm gonna take another entry. But then it didn't go there. It went back here. It went back and gave a double top. So when it got here, I took an entry and I targeted this level, but the overall it was for it to go down. I'm looking for it to even push further. I'm looking for it to even push more, remember on first when I had this analysis, so you can see from next week I can still take an entry, so we can still push to the downside. Let's go on another pair, AUD cat on 1 hour. Remember on AUD cat, when we analyzed, the market was still playing here, so it went here I took, okay, I did close some loss on AUD cat because we had a news of AUD cat this week. It was at 3 a.m. We had AUD news. Yeah, so they did stop me out. Those news. But I can still say this trade is still valid, guys. This trade is still valid. It's still valid because we can see it gave this impulse from our support and is retesting here. So this trade is still valid, guys. We can take this trade. Looking for next week, we can take this trade from here. We can take this trade, guys. We can take this trade, guys. It did stop me out. I think I had 3 trades on AUD cat and did stop me out. So now because it broke this, so we can take AUD cat going up. AUD cat is still valid, guys. Still valid swing trade, guys. AUD cat is still valid. Sorry, let's go on another pair. CHFJP1. CHFJP. Wow. It was one of those trades, guys. It was one of those good trades. Nothing I can say, guys. You remember I told you guys, when it broke here, give us this retest, we're going down. And that's what happened, guys. Like, everything I discussed, guys, is happening. And it's still pushing further down. But yes, I closed early, guys. We can see did reach the target, overall target, but I did close early on this one. Euro JPY. No, Euro JPY didn't analyze it on last week, but I had it on the previous week, guys. So guys, yeah, that's all. Everything I discussed, guys, it went like I was expecting. It went the way I was expecting it, guys. It went the way I was expecting. This account I started with 100 rand and now is at 1165, guys. Can you believe it? Guys? I started with 100 rand on Monday. I started this account with not 100 rand, 150, and I took those trade, guys. And everything went good, guys. I took those trade, started on 25th of July with those trade, guys, with those swing trade, guys. Wow. 25 July. Let's see, guys. I don't know what's happening here. July. 25 July. 25 July, guys. I want to show you when I made that deposit of 150. You see, on the 25th of July, guys, I made a deposit of 150 and I traded those pairs. You can see it's those pairs, and now the account is at 1165, guys, following my analysis, following my trades, guys. This is good, guys. This is good. On that day I made 300 on a Monday. The following day I made another 300. I think it was around 600. Then I did withdraw, guys. Follow your analysis, follow your trade, guys. Those trade I analyze, guys, they are swing trade and they are still gonna play out more. Love you all, guys.
Please guys, don't forget to share, like and subscribe, as I will be posting more videos every week.